What's happening, everybody? So I just wanted to touch on a few things. All right, so where I left off yesterday was I'm just kind of starting to do shows, and I'm kind of starting to learn how quickly everyone getting a little bit of notoriety can kind of make people switch up on each other. So, like I said, I got the little homie Socks, and he is really kind of starting to make his moves, and whatever the case was, they kind of decided to, like, push me to the back seat in a sense, to where, like, I'm not the most popular guy in the group no more. And, like, that's cool. That's whatever. So the only choice I had at that point was to branch out onto myself and pretty much do my own thing as, like, a solo artist. Like I put all y'all on, and I gave y'all game, and then it's like, all the stuff I taught you, you guys are trying to use it to blow up bigger than me. Well, guess what? That's not going to work, because I am the real deal. I'm always going to have that presence. And at this time, like, I'm heavily in the streets as well. Like, I'm selling anything I can get my hands on. I'm fucking stealing. I'm doing anything to keep that negative reputation alive, and it's sad. But I was doing anything I could do to have that notoriety. I was doing it. Anything, as bad as it was. So time goes on. I'm still cool with everybody from the group, but like at this time I've totally broken off, and I started recording music in a place called Milford with a barber known as Jamal. Shout out to Jamal. He owned a very good business in Milford where he opened up a studio and a barber shop, and Jamal's niece was like one of my first real supporters, my homegirl Kiana. Good people. She believed in me so much, man. Her and her mom, and I'm still friends with them to this day. They believed in me so much. They would show up where I was at and bring me like all sorts of designer clothes and like get me all fly and like get me ready to promote myself as a rapper. Taught me how to dress a little bit different and certain things. So when I started getting clicked up with them, I really learned a lot about the craft of like recording music and how to project my voice certain ways. And this is when like the stuff I was doing in the streets really started to like kind of spill over into my hip hop career, which I never really saw coming because it was always kind of separated in a sense. You know, those things are closely intertwined though, and I didn't realize it would all spill over so quickly. So right around this time, I also met the mother of my son, and we fell deeply in love, and you know how young love is. It's crazy, toxic, and out of control. So around the time before I did that, I had done something where I created an issue with another artist, and it led up to me having like my first rap beef with this kid Richie, and he ain't really no one today, so it is what it is. I'm not really gonna, talk too much about where he's at, because honestly we squashed it down the road, and he's actually a decent kid. But I ended up kind of convincing that girl I was messing with in the beginning, the one that I said I know had a lot of feelings for me, and I screwed on her. I actually kind of like manipulated her into setting this kid up, and I ended up robbing him for like a couple ounces of weed. Yeah, but like you don't realize like stuff like that sticks in people's brains. Like they don't forget. They don't forget about you hitting that lick on them, and they want to get their get back. That's 1,000%. So I'm thinking everything's hunky-dory. I got away with this, and I'm good. I'm Gucci. I'm with my girl. I'm with my son's mom now. We haven't had our kid yet, but we're together. She's like one of the most beautiful, most sought-after women in the area. Like this girl, drop dead gorgeous. I met her in Franklin, Massachusetts. Literally one of the most beautiful women in the area. We'll call her Gianna. We'll call her Gianna for the storyline because it's my BM. We're still very close to this day, and I'm not going to drop her real name out there like that. If you know me well, you know who she is, and you know what I'm saying is true about her. So now I'm in a situation where I'm like kind of a relatively relevant rapper. Like I got a lot of people that listen to my music, come out to my shows, and it's a good time. So I ended up doing a crime where like I broke into a house and I had to go do some time. And I had to go to jail. Sucks. Part of the life though. So I go to jail, and while I'm in there, you know how girls are when you go to jail? They're gonna find like a little replacement version of you and go and try to like hang out with them behind your back. It's just like their nature. It is what it is. It's how it is. So he pulls a finesse game, invites her to a hotel party with her homegirl, and gets them in his music video. And I get out the joint, and now I'm hearing all about this, and I'm seeing the video, and basically, like, he got one over on me, and I'll give it to him. It was good, but you know me, I don't take no shorts. That's one thing about me is, like, if you strike, I'm going to strike back. And even though I struck first, I didn't just sit there and say, oh, I'm going to let him get his get back. No. So at the time, we are kind of like doing business with the same promoter. So the promoter knows we got an issue, and he's like, all right, like, I'm going to make some money off this, and I'm going to set you two up with a rap battle, right? Like on some 8 Mile shit. And this is when I had my own show in Foxborough at this time where I was like the headliner, and they made the rap battle like the main event. So I got all my homies there. We all went on stage. We were deep. They were deep. Like, it was like some real like 8 Mile shit. Like, it was wild. It was fun though. Like, it was cool. I look back on those times like, yo, that was dope. I am glad it went down the way it did in a sense. So I won the battle. You can still find it on YouTube. I'm pretty sure if you really went and did some digging, you would be able to find it. But I ended up winning the battle. I won a bottle of Grey Goose and like a pound of weed or something like that. And it was cool. It was like the first time I really actually made like a good little like bag of money off my show. Like a pound of weed was going for like 4 bands at the time back in the day. And that was the first time like I made money off my music. Like I really like got something for my craft. So okay. That was pretty dope. Yeah, that was my first rap battle, rap beef, and I took the W. The world knows that. And I took that shit to the full extent, and I came out with the W. So the funny thing is though, right, like, what's going on today, like, is a lot of that stuff is like I've come to realize that giving my life to doing messed up stuff is like really held me back so much, but also it's created some good stories. So I'm still reflecting on that a little bit, but I'm grateful. I can't say that enough. Like I'm grateful for the stuff I went through. Because now when I'm in situations that are not that bad, I don't freak out. I don't panic. I'm calm. So yeah. I hope everyone has a good day. I just wanted to drop a little something. I'm trying to stay in the habit of dropping stuff. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And yeah, we're going to keep this storyline going. I like this. I like this a lot. If anyone has any requests or remembers any stories like that happened with me and them and they want me to do a video about it, that's fine. But the storyline will continue, my friends, and this shit will be good. God bless you, everybody, and have a great day.